Now, before we get into this video, we have an update on the state of things with statements from both Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. First, we'll go to Cardi B. Dear Onika, Tanya, Mirage, this is my last time responding to you because this past Twitter now, I gotta see you. But first, I'm gonna tell you truth. You said out your own mouth that the little girl in you haven't forgave your mother yet, and that's because your mom used to stay silent when your dad used to touch on you every time he did that crack pipe.
Jesus Christ.
I know you experienced a lot of trauma and abuse, but drugs is not gonna help you. You need to go to therapy now, in capital letters. I'm gonna let you know this today. Your husband is not stopping you from your actions because he lets you do drugs all day.
Jesus Christ.
To numb you so he can max out your credit card. Yeah, you think I don't know? Them Queens ninjas that you be letting in your house every time you kick them out be coming and spilling your tea in the hood. But I'm gonna be the realest person to ever tell you, you need to get help. You need to heal that trauma. You always coming at people every time you see them happy because you got so much trauma and pain that you want to put on others. Your fans are going to gas you up while you literally lose your goddamn mind. You don't have no friends, no family. Just that man in your house that let you do drugs till you pass out so he can spend your money and buy the hood chains. I'm not throwing away my career and my endorsements going back and forth with words with a possessed drug addict. I'll see you when I see you.
Jesus Christ.
Now, I think it may be a little bit too late for the not going back and forth thing, but let's continue. A final word from Miss Nicki Minaj. Effing a DL man raw and got pregnant with another monkey. You said, oh, well, he all our baby daddies now. Your husband said he never liked you.
Jesus Christ.
Your vagina's on yuck. Hubby told P years ago how ugly you always look, swollen and botched in the face from surgery. So guess what? Zoo, take my money. Yes, Zaddy, ow. It's both our money, meow, Zaddy. And Nicki Minaj and Cardi B trade insults that made Kendrick and Drake look like they were slapboxing. Let's get into it. All right, now listen, I was all for a battle. I did a video a few days ago about Cardi's album and how she handled all her ops properly on her album with the records that she released, the disses that she had on the album, and how I did not think Nicki Minaj was gonna take this lying down. Nicki had posted that she was dropping an album next March, and I was like, oh, we're excited for this battle. And I thought that they were gonna just chill and maybe, drop some records and throw some subs and some records and things like that. But nope, that's not what they decided to do. Maybe a day, 24 hours after I dropped that video, which go check it out because only like 5 people watched it. Go check that video. They went crazy on Twitter at each other. That was just a little snippet in the intro of what they've been saying. Now, I wanted to see them battle. I'm not sure I want to, even though I know Nicki Minaj is going to diss everybody on her next album. If you go through her tweets, she made about 237.9 tweets yesterday about her grievances with many people. And I think some of those grievances are rightfully so. It is rumored that Jay-Z owes her upwards of $3 million or millions of dollars due to an investment in Tidal, which they were supposed to get their money back and they didn't. That was a tough business deal for a lot of people with the Tidal launch and then eventual kind of failure a little bit from the research that I've done. Again, this is all alleged. This is all hearsay because I'm not sure what the actual numbers or business dealings were. But according to Nicki, he owes her a lot of money, right? So if somebody owed me 7 figures, I would be upset as well. So there was a lot of Jay-Z disses. Quavo caught some strays. I didn't read everything she had to say. She had a lot to say. I don't know all the info, but somebody on Twitter did do a good job of explaining this for all my fellas that watch the channel. This will help us understand this in football terms. Let's check it out. This is BoJack responding to at Bridging the Gap, which is a dope YouTube channel. Go check it out. In this scenario, Cardi B is the Eagles and Nicki Minaj is the Cowboys, all right? So the Eagles keep winning and the Cowboys keep sneak dissing them because they won 25 years ago and they feel like they're still on the Eagles level because of it. The Eagles tell them they haven't had playoff success in years. Why are they still worried about the Eagles? The Cowboys say, y'all can't talk right now. You might want to worry about A.J. Brown. The Eagles then respond by saying this is the last time they will mention them. Y'all lost Micah Parsons, and it's looking like y'all might not make the playoffs. But we play again later this season, so we gonna see about all that talk, the end. And that explains this pretty well. It really does. Nicki Minaj, though I understand, I like competition in hip hop and in music and in general, right? And I understand Nicki making sure she maintains her #1 position. Nothing wrong with a little shade and a little sneak dissing. However, what you all are doing right now in talking about each other's families and children, especially talking about the children, is beyond what we want to see in hip hop and just in the public in general. Cardi B, do not threaten anybody. Like, what streets are y'all from where you go on public platforms and threaten people with physical violence? You cannot do that, all right? Cut it out. You tell people you gonna see them over the phone and things like that, or yelling across the street in person if they're running from you. You don't tell people you're gonna see them in typing on the internet. That can bring a lot of legal ramifications, which Nicki did threaten. She is a part of the Young Money crew, and we know that they will sue you. Shout out to Drake, AKA Paperwork Poppy. And though I would still love to see or love to hear some battle records dropped, I'm still thinking JT is going to respond quickly to Cardi B. I still think Bia is going to respond to Cardi B as well. Let's not get any more lawsuit type records out here to where people want to sue and things like that. Let's not turn this into any physical violence. Ladies, please. Let me not use that word loosely, and let's just keep it on wax. I understand. Do y'all really have this kind of issue with each other? Do you really? This is just about career and positioning, correct? And see, fellas, this is why we should never get into any arguments with our lady. Just let them win, because they don't play fair when it comes to just talking. They just say too much. They just go too far. This is too far. What Cardi and Nicki are doing, talking about the children. I'm not going to get into what they said about each other's children. It was a lot, though. It was a lot. Now, the pictures Nicki posted are very funny of Jay-Z and, as she calls Cardi, Barney B. And there's a resemblance a little bit, okay? It's there. Shout out to Cardi. I love Cardi and love Nicki and the Barbs and the Bardi gang. Leave me alone. I like everybody. They cool. But I also think cooler heads should prevail. Now, I'm going to be honest. In going through everything, I think that, though it's a long shot, I think that this could all be resolved. Cardi B, if I was you, because you got a lot going on with your family and things, and you're trying to roll out an album, you should do like a half to a fourth, like 25%. You should go like 25% J. Cole and add a slight apology, slight caveat, I guess, because you did diss her first on your album. You didn't have to mention Nicki on your album, and you threw shots. You did throw shots, and they were better than the shots J. Cole threw on 7 Minute Drill. I think they stung a little bit more. So if you go like half J. Cole, as far as an apology is concerned, everything should be squashed, or at least Nicki would look crazy if she continues to go at you the way she is. She has other people that she wants to talk to and that she wants to diss that owe her money. This needs to calm down though, because I think it's going too far. Definitely beyond Meet the Grams energy, as the thumbnail says. And yeah, let's not do this, y'all. These are children and this stuff can live on the internet forever. Let's cool it out, all right? Please, ladies and fan bases involved. Just my opinion. Also, for all artists, disses and getting your grievances translate much better on record, and that's the crux of the Drake lawsuit and why it's so frivolous, is because artistic expression is protected by the First Amendment. But when you go on Twitter and you throw threats and things like that, that can be taken literally and is not exactly protected by the First Amendment. This is why if you are rappers, you should just be rapping and not tweeting and Instagramming and going live and all of this DMing, all this nonsense, all this. These are females, so I'm not gonna call it soft, but for the fellas, it's soft, it's garbage, it's Charmin, it's Care Bears, it's nonsense. Get in the booth, and shout out to Gina Views, because even she said she don't want to see y'all battle each other as far as Cardi and Nicki, so that's how we know it's going too far. But as far as me, would I like to still hear some records? Yes. Am I still looking forward to some records? Yes. But the people around Nicki and Cardi, let's give some supervision and some advice, some real good advice, so that we don't take this where it doesn't need to go. Get your records out, use it as promo. A lot of money can be made from the situation. Let's turn what could be a very bad situation into what could be a very good situation for all parties involved. It's just words, it's just talk. Let's just move on. Do not go the paperwork poppy route in this case. Now, Nicki, as far as any other people that owe you money, sue away. I don't think hip hop fans will look at that as any kind of way other than it's business. But let's not sue over lyrics. Let's not go see anybody. Let's not threaten any violence. Let's not act out any violence. Let's not put any money in the street. Let's just rap, get your feelings out, get it over with, and move on. So that's all I got, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below about all of this craziness. If you have any information to add that we may not know, comment below. I appreciate it. Hit that like button if you haven't hit that like button yet. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Share this video. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank y'all for watching as always. Check out that other Cardi B video that I did a couple days ago at the end of this video. Click that link and we out.